Let's get ready to rumble!
Yes! It's March! March Madness! You know what this means, people? Yes! Yes! It is Shonen Anime Face-Off!
God.
We will be back right after this to discuss our first contestant. And welcome back again to a podcast where two guys talk about anime. I'm the Brood Badger,
With Shino.
and this is something we actually been looking forward to whenever we decided to do a season 2,
Yes.
because we didn't have time to talk about, like the big thing about shonen anime
Is tournaments.
is tournaments, yeah. Because like, how else are you going to introduce new superpowered characters?
Without a tournament.
Exactly. I mean, like, there's only so many times you can put in, you got to fight this guy to save the world. It's like, okay, let's do this in a tournament. In a controlled setting, witnessed by the whole world, whether they are saved or doomed.
Record of Ragnarok.
or the Tournament of Power.
Yes, definitely.
But our first contestant that we
Is
talk about in
Dragon Ball.
March is Dragon Ball. All right, Dragon Ball, which is the series that starts out Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Kai, and Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball Daimyo.
Do you mean Daima?
That one too.
I was about to say, what do you mean by that? I don't think that's a Dragon Ball IP.
Leave me alone.
I
I'm
am.
only reading my script.
You have one? We've
You don't
been
know
having
what I got behind this
scripts.
computer.
You've been on OBS for that, so.
No. I got paper.
Okay. Hey, what are you doing ASMR now?
It's just my napkins.
This is a podcast, not an ASMR.
But no, Dragon Ball is something like many, I want to say this, young men in their youth started off with.
I'm included,
Yeah.
because I started with Dragon Ball GT, as said on episode 1.
For you.
Why? Super Saiyan 4 is good.
Yeah, he's cool, but he wasn't canon until recently. Until recently, he wasn't canon.
It's fine though.
And so we want to talk about the tournament and the participants of Dragon Ball. Because in the tournament in Dragon Ball, it's the World Martial Arts Tournament, which the first time they go into it, I mean, the stakes are
Very
money
high.
is involved. Money is just involved.
Well, yeah, it's a tournament, of course, money's involved.
It is the title and the money that's involved. So low stakes.
Low stakes, it's Dragon Ball we're talking about.
Yeah, but nothing else was, on the line.
Yeah, not the end of the world.
It was the first tournament of Goku and Krillin.
Keep
They
going.
fight Nam,
Yeah.
a thirsty monk warrior from a desert town who went to the big city to win the tournament so he can get money for a well to, help his family thrive. Only to find out everyone in the city had access to this water and it's close to nothing for them. Meanwhile, water's as good as gold out there.
I mean, those fights were very entertaining when I watched them growing up.
And, his special move was to jump straight into the air and come right back down, making the X and going for your collarbone.
And Goku's was Kamehameha.
No.
Sarcasm.
Yeah. No. That becomes later. Mostly his move was an all or nothing punch. Or a headbutt.
I mean, he does use his head a lot.
Yeah. And this was back when Goku still had a tail.
I could see where Tanjiro got the inspiration. Just looking back at that. It was...
And Krillin was also young. He fought people from his old temple. And under Master Roshi's training, he became stronger. Unbeknownst to them, honestly.
That's really good for Krillin.
I mean, you try doing the training that they did, I mean, you're not going to last long.
Oh, yeah, they're monks.
No, I'm talking about the training they did under Master Roshi.
Yeah.
Doing everything with, like, what, 100-pound turtle shell strapped to
Yes,
their back?
and doing milk deliveries.
Milk deliveries while skipping, zigzagging, avoiding getting eaten by a dinosaur, then swimming, avoiding getting eaten by a shark, and tilling the land with their bare hands for farmers.
Who would have thought Goku would become
And
one?
that was just their morning. That was just their morning.
Look at me start with Piccolo's idea of training for Gohan.
Piccolo's idea of training for Gohan was survive for a month, and I'll come back. Mr. Piccolo, what do you mean? Where did you go? Oh, hi there. And, but the first tournament, there was very low stakes. But next time around, the stakes were a little higher, as Goku, he wanted to be the champion. He wanted to be the champion. And this is when we got introduced to Ten Shenhan.
Yeah.
And he was the edgelord for that series.
Triclops.
Hey, you don't call him that. Only he can call himself that.
I was referencing TFS.
Yeah, I know you were. But,
Oops, sorry.
moving my desk.
I'm sorry.
But he manages to break Yamcha's arm or leg. No, he broke Yamcha's leg, who was Goku's friend. And, and of course, like anyone who fights Goku, they find out a little bit about themselves. Either they ask themselves, why am I doing this and who am I doing it for? Or you're Frieza and you just hate them.
Frieza's just racist.
Yeah, well, that's a different podcast.
Yeah, it is.
But, and then, we get into the next tournament in the series. This is now focused on everyone's, grown up a little. Goku's a teen. He just defeated what we believe to be the big bad of Demon King Piccolo. Alright?
Yeah.
And everyone's wanting to see what new strength he has achieved.
And then here comes this.
Piccolo Jr. arrives.
And that's not going to be fun for
And
anybody.
that was the least scary fight in the whole tournament. I'm not dissing the fight. The fight was amazing.
It was, definitely.
It was amazing. Okay, but the fight in the tournament completely just derailed the whole mood.
Was Chi-Chi.
Was Chi-Chi, his future wife. Okay? So as a kid, he had promised to marry her, make her his wife. She did not know this boy was intellectually challenged. Because he thought a bride was a certain meat.
I mean, it's Goku. He's only really smart with fighting.
Oh, he's smart with fighting and food.
Yeah.
It goes into mouth. Oh, okay, it's food. But like right there, he proposes. I don't think he knew what a proposal was.
I think he was oblivious to what it actually meant.
Because then you get Chi-Chi hanging on his arm for the rest of the tournament. And he's like, get off. Get off.
Please get
Why
off.
are you hugging my arm? I already said you want to live with me. What more do you want?
And
BT Dubs, I really don't think he understood what marriage meant.
I don't think he did.
Boy, howdy, if someone introduced divorce to him.
He would not understand what that meant.
No, he wouldn't. It would just be easier to stay married to them.
Like, divorce? What is that? Is that a kind of food? Can I eat it?
No.
I feel like that's what he would ask.
Yes, he would. In fact, I think they made that joke at CFS. I want a divorce. Me too. I'm starving. But you get a fight between Tien and Team Goku, which was the rematch people were waiting for, and it was a pretty good fight. But you also get to see before that one, Tien having his redemption fight by finding one of his former masters.
I forgot his name.
Assassin Tao, I believe.
Oh, Mercenary Tao.
Mercenary Tao. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they called him the same thing.
Yeah, I know, but like,
Mercenary, assassin. What's the difference?
Fair enough. I just know him more of Mercenary Tao than Assassin Tao.
Yeah, it was one of Goku's foes that he had defeated. In fact, he had blew him up with his own grenade. And he was angry at Goku. He was like, Goku did this to me. No.
You did it to
No.
yourself.
I'm pretty sure you threw the grenade. Yeah, but he knocked it back at me. Again. You threw the grenade. You pulled the pin out. You threw it at him. And you did not, and Piccolo's words, dodge! So, it's really your fault more than anything.
I mean, like, simply just now saying his name around Tao gets Tao mad. Not mad, scared, because of the interaction with Gohan.
It's true. True. But, you keep hitting my table.
I'm sorry.
But, I mean, that was a great redemption fight.
It was definitely for Tien.
It's just, I remember watching it for the first time, and every time they were having dialogues, I was like, "What are you gonna say next?" It was the only kind of time I enjoyed dialogue, versus when Goku was watching Krillin fight Piccolo Jr. for the first time. It's just Chi-Chi's on his arms, like, I don't want to see Chi-Chi getting all cuddly with Goku. Krillin and Piccolo, fight already!
I mean, you can't really blame Chi-Chi for that, kind
Yeah, I can.
of.
She went into a tournament to beat Goku up and then just fell right out of the ring. You didn't even have to touch her. Just use force palm. Oh!
The power of the Force compels you.
It's like, Chi-Chi, why'd you even come to this tournament? You knew who was coming to fight. You knew what he was like.
It showed later why Goku loves her.
And
Still.
doesn't change the fact that it was a wasted fight.
Yeah.
I would rather watch Chi-Chi fight Krillin.
That would be funny, though.
I mean, it's like, it definitely would have been a better match.
Her versus
It's
Goku
like,
is just out.
My thing is, if I remember how the tournament went, it was Kai who took over the Guardian Kami, I should say. The Guardian Kami possessed this random guy's body, and he fought Yamcha in the preliminaries. But I guess not quarterfinals. In the public match, I should say, because there was the private matches to determine who was competing, and then there was the public one.
Right.
So he fought Yamcha, beat Yamcha. and then it was Goku and Chi Chi, and then it was Tien and Assassin Tao, and then it was Krillin and Piccolo Jr. If I'm remembering this order right.
You are.
Now, I would think I would like this rearrangement to go to actually make it fair. All right, this is nothing against Toriyama. It's like what he did was great for the plot. All right, I mean Piccolo was going to use the martial arts tournament to not only take vengeance for his father, who spat him out as an egg, but to declare that he is the strongest being and to dominate the world. All right, so we had to build tension. Those two had to be last. So I think what might have happened that we could have kept it that way is I think it would have been great if Chi-Chi and Krillin faced off, and the winner of that match will take on the winner of Piccolo and Yamcha.
Okay.
All right, and I choose Yamcha to versus Piccolo because Yamcha really was as close to Krillin as Goku was. But I feel like Yamcha had, I want to say, the size factor to kind of help.
Well, yeah,
Balance. Yeah.
Krillin is short.
Yeah, but he also had the size factor, and I think his defeat would have meant more, honestly, in Dragon Ball.
Right.
I mean, you know, that's how I think of it. And next, I would like Tien to face off Kami.
Do elaborate.
All right, so Tien, he's going through this whole redemption thing. All right, now where it is great that he fought his former master, I feel like to face a being that represents good through victory or defeat would have shown him his honor, and he still would have regained his honor from, you know, a person who like represents good, which is Kami, because he's the good side of that coin.
Right.
Versus Demon King Piccolo, who's the evil side of that coin.
Right.
So I feel like that still would have been something that Tien Shinhan would have walked away with.
Right.
And, of course, Goku with Assassin Tao. Rematch.
Trying to get back.
Exactly. You know, like, he wants vengeance, so there's his vengeance. And
Which Goku's probably going to beat him again.
exactly, he would rip off, he would destroy his prosthetic limbs.
What much of would be left to be prosthetic?
Just leaving the head and torso.
Fair enough.
You know, you can't kill in these tournaments.
Yeah.
Now that being said, I mean Goku with that win, absolutely. All right, and between Tien Shinhan and Kami, that one's a closer fight. That's why I think this would be a better fight. Because, you know, it's Kami. He's wise. But Tien Shinhan, even among humans, he is talented and smart. He's a smart fighter.
Yeah, he has battle IQ, basically.
Yeah. So, like, I personally would give that win to Tien Shinhan.
Do go on.
All right, so Tien Shinhan, he focused more on body and mind, which is also similar to Kami. All right, but he's had training with another being that helped focus his mind. And when it came to where Kami has possessed this other being, that's where I feel like it hinders him.
Because he's not using his own body.
Exactly.
Fair enough. I just wanted to see what your thought process was around that.
And it's like, I would still give the win to Tien Shinhan because he is one of the stronger human beings in the fight. And like, he's stronger than Yamcha still.
Yeah.
And Kami still struggled against Piccolo. I mean, he struggled against Yamcha, which Yamcha showed some interesting ways to use spirit energy.
Right.
All right. So, but the fight between Yamcha and Piccolo, I mean, yeah, you got to give that fight to Piccolo.
Yeah, I get that.
All right, and now for the nit and gritty. Okay.
Okay.
Chi-Chi versus Krillin.
Krillin.
You're giving it to Krillin. I'd still give it to Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi is like...
Okay, listen, she is not a slouch.
Yeah, she's not, but like...
She's not a slouch, okay? Her father is an Ox King, and he's a force of nature to himself. Okay, but at this point, I think anyone in this bracket could beat the Ox King.
Yes.
Anyone in that bracket could beat the Ox King. All right?
Because brute force is not the only thing that's with the martial arts
Yes.
fights, so...
Now, here's the thing. Here's where they're balanced, is their agility.
Right.
I was like, I can't give one or the other over each other. It's their agility. And this is before they started flying willy-nilly. All right? So this is when they're still grounded.
Still, I would give it to Krillin.
Because, like, wait, does Krillin fly against Piccolo?
No. They only started flying in Z.
No, Piccolo still flew.
Well, fair.
Piccolo was the only one who could fly.
Yeah. And Goku had to, like, propel himself to be able to fly.
Yes.
So he didn't have that much control over Ki at that point in time.
Okay. I just want to be sure. But, like, so they still couldn't fly.
Yeah, the closest thing
Yeah.
that... Go on.
Because if they could fly, then the advantage goes all the way to Krillin.
The closest thing that Goku had to flying is his Nimbus.
Yeah. And Krillin didn't really use a lot of energy attacks. And he's a sportsman. If his opponent doesn't use energy attacks, neither does he.
Right.
All right, Master Roshi taught him so. All right, so that's his code of honor. So we're basing this strictly on martial arts.
Yeah, and I'm kind of biased because of my own background in the martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
But like from what I see of Chi-Chi fighting, like she's more of a brute. And Krillin has a lot more fighting experience. That's why I give it to Krillin.
Well, true that. I mean, Krillin will be on the defensive majority of the time.
Yes.
But, like, so would you say his edge would be that he's a mostly defensive fighter?
Yes.
Okay.
Chi-Chi, is,
We never see Chi-Chi defend.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She is a brute.
No, I mean, no one ever gives her a chance to defend. It's like, okay, you attack me. Or, turn into chocolate!
I mean, closest thing we have to that is her training Goten in Z.
Well, we never see her defend.
Yes.
She's always attacking Goten.
But still, my point stands. She is a brute.
Okay. I see your point. But she has that relentless attack to her. I mean, she's, what I can only tell, okay, forgive me for my lack of knowledge of martial arts.
I'm keeping that in mind.
Okay. The way she attacks makes me think of the prime mantis. For those of you who don't see us, I have put my fingers together and I put them in front of me and I'm hanging my wrists and I'm moving them like a praying mantis.
Good grief. I'm just like...
I mean, is that what... She's like jabbing with like her hand as a knife at her targets.
Yeah, that is true. But there is drawbacks to that.
Okay.
Like, I know... let me bring up a recent example.
Okay.
Caulifla versus Goku.
Okay.
Look at how, Caulifla was striking Goku.
Right. In my head, yes.
That's my point. That, if,
So,
they have experience,
Yeah.
but...
I mean, like, they're both experienced fighters.
Yes.
I get that.
Mhm.
But you're saying, like, her lack of control is her downfall.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
That is exactly my point.
I mean, we still get Krillin on top, facing Piccolo Jr.
Yes.
next round.
Yes.
All right.
I'm just like that's just how I see that fight going out. Goku and Chi-Chi, I agree with you. That is completely unfair.
It is an unfair match, and it's like, of course, Goku gets the easy match right there. Everyone else, they struggle with something else. Because, you got Ten Shinhan, who's, basically struggling with his past. Like, this is my master. I cannot fight him this way. Like, but he'll kill me if I don't.
And Goku's just flick.
Mm-hmm. But that's why I'm trying to rearrange to where I think there's better fights.
I agree with you on that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I was just saying the balance with Chi-Chi and
also
Krillin.
trying to end it the same way.
Yes.
So with that, we would get still Krillin versus King Piccolo.
Yes.
Because that's just overwhelming right there.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I feel like Yamcha losing to the Big Bad, like having both his friends lose to the Big Bad, could be catastrophic to him.
Yeah.
Or hear me out.
Go on.
I mean, I know I gave the edge to Ten Shinhan, but again, Kami has wisdom and basically magic on his side.
I'm a wizard.
Yeah. But we could potentially have had, Kami versus Piccolo Jr. again, but also Goku versus Krillin.
Yes, we
You
could
got
have.
these two guys who are best of friends who started this martial arts journey with each other to face off one another, and I think they did that in. Did they do that in the second tournament?
I think
with Ten Shinhan?
I don't. My memory is fuzzy, but I do know that before they went to Master Roshi, they fought together. They fought against one another in a tournament.
Before Master Roshi? I think you're confused.
I think I'm confused.
Yeah, I think you're confused. You're thinking Yamcha and Goku.
Yeah, I'm probably.
They fought. It wasn't a tournament. It was kind of survival.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
I'm just.
But I also think those two fighting each other and showing each other's growth, not just as martial artists, but as people.
Yeah. I agree with that. It's
It's there's some alternatives, and I'm not dissing the creator Toriyama's decision
yeah.
of who gets to fight who. I'm just left with what if.
What if
Just
this
what if?
happened?
Because I agree with Toriyama that Piccolo has to beat Kami.
Yeah.
He has to beat Kami. Because that's how the stakes are high. Because Kami was the big master for Goku.
Right.
The grand master for Goku. Master Oogway.
Master Popo.
Popo?
First rule of Popo's training.
Popo is not a master.
I know. I'm trying to reference TFS again.
I know you are. He's not a master. He's a force of nature.
Yes, he is.
He's a force of chaos. He eats Kamehamehas
For breakfast.
for breakfast. If he was in this tournament, it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair.
It would just be a light snack for him, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. All right, maggots, that was a great warm-up. When do we bring on the real contenders? Oh, that was it? Oh, no wonder this was boring. See ya, maggots.
Or him versus King Piccolo.
Where's this King Piccolo I hear about? You! Come at me! But I think that would have been an interesting thing.
Yeah.
It would, but I would also like to point out possibly if I had to force Piccolo beating Kami, that it would happen off the stage, maybe when Goku was fighting Tien after he defeats Kami, off stage, Kami tried to seals Piccolo Jr., but Piccolo reversed it on him, and then whenever he faces off with Goku, it's hey, you seen this jug before? Guess who's in it? And guess where it's going to go? Nom. I hate Kami. He's mine now. Come at me.
Not Kami.
Exactly. So, I think that still would have worked if we
It
had,
would.
because we still get the fight with Ten Shinhan and Goku, which is great.
Yes.
And we get to the end of the fight of Piccolo versus
Krillin?
Goku.
Oh.
And we still get the fight between and we still get to see Piccolo beat Yamcha, Krillin, and Kami, which is like all of his friends. That he like all of them trained together. I mean, just Ten Shinhan gets to be spared fighting Piccolo.
Fair enough. Because didn't he get like severely hurt by Piccolo during that? Oh, okay. My memory is probably off.
No, they were just keeping an eye on him. It's like, that looks like the evil demon lord Piccolo. Goku, is that him? Well, just because he's green? Yeah. Yeah, it's him. But no one else can know about it. Really? Meanwhile, Krillin, man, that guy gives me the heebie-jeebies. Strangely familiar. Nothing, Krillin! Yeah, Krillin, it's nothing. What are you all staring at? My green skin?
Racism.
Oddly enough, no one really puts it together until after his turban comes off.
I'm like, I would think the only person that has green skin is someone who has the race of a Namekian.
I mean, there are various colors in Dragon Ball. I mean, you got not dragons, dinosaur people. There's dinosaur people. There's dog people.
Dragon people.
The leader of the world
Is a
the
furry.
dog. Is a dog. For crying out loud.
And there's a villain that is literally named Monster Carrot.
Yeah, he's a rabbit. He's a giant rabbit that Goku threw on the moon.
Typical Toriyama.
I think that was based off of a Native American story, actually.
Dragon Ball?
No, the Rabbit in the Moon.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, Dragon Ball is inspired by Journey to the West.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very loosely. There's very little journeys anywhere.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's grab the ball and come back. But at the end,
It's a fetch quest.
at the end, we still get Piccolo Jr. versus Goku.
Yes.
Same stakes. I think like eventually that's how it ends. I mean, that's how I would like it to end.
Yeah.
But at the very least, it's a less easy for Goku. I would have
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
It's less easy for Goku. Versus, alright, let's start. We don't really need, everyone but, 2 people belong here. So, let's get these 2 weak people out of the way. Lady, bye, push. Again, it's not me knocking women. It's just this woman was just drawn to be a human being amongst titans. Okay, she had no chance. Feminism was not on her side. Not whenever you got aliens fighting for world peace or domination. I'm sorry. You disagree with it, write your own show. Because, I would love to see Chi-Chi just wreck somebody. I would love it.
Who would she wreck? Oh, she
Oh,
would wreck
just-
Hercule.
Yeah. Are you kidding? No, Hercule's the champion of the world! Hail Satan!
Yeah.
I mean, I think she can wreck a good chunk of the Red Ribbon Army.
Yes, they're weak.
I mean, we got that. I think... Oh, that would have been also a good matchup between her and Assassin Tao.
Yeah.
Honestly. That would have been a good matchup.
Because we know she knows how to fight. It's just...
Just how well.
Yeah.
Because, whenever... At least how I think of it, whenever she's fighting somebody, she's always on the attack.
Yeah, and never.
She's always on offense. I've never seen her on defense, which might par well against Tao.
Kinda, yeah.
But it's like he's an assassin, so he's always ready for the offensive.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, we're at the 35-minute mark. Would you like to keep going, like, what ifs for Dragon Ball?
I think we're like, let's probably make a stop here,
Okay.
like because we'll go on all day.
Yeah, like, the patterns are just infinite. But honestly, like, for that last fight, I like how it, started, but I was wondering, and I'm glad you agree with me too, what if it was this way?
Yeah.
And,
I just agree with you. It's just like
yeah.
I'm just looking at it from a martial artist perspective.
Yes, I'm glad you are. Otherwise, I would pick Krillin over, I would pick Chi-Chi over Krillin.
Yeah, but like,
Of course, I'm basing this off Team 4 Stars Krillin.
yeah, no.
Who gets his butt kicked. They have a Krillin own count. Alright? Still one of my favorite characters, though. Krillin's
Krillin.
like one of my favorite characters.
I don't blame you. He's
He
a good
gets
character.
with 18, man! Tell me that's not a life goal!
Well, you think 18 is hot?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
You know.
No, no.
Okay.
I'm just saying she's best girl in Dragon Ball. Okay? She'll kill you with her looks, if not with her legs.
Vegeta hasn't been was the receiving end of that.
Exactly.
Spoiler for Z.
Okay, but dadgummit, if you're her partner, she loves you unconditionally.
Yeah,
Gives me hope one day.
you'll get it. I believe in you.
You're right. I gotta find me an android serial killer.
No,
I
that's not what I mean.
don't know. I think that's what I heard.
No,
People in the comments, what did you guys hear?
that is not what I said.
I will have my own Android 18. It's like I will marry that android so she won't eradicate the human race. With AI out like it is, who knows? I'll bear this cross.
Then let's probably wrap it up.
But honestly, one of my favorite tournament arcs, honestly, following Dragon Ball. Not a whole lot in Dragon Ball Z. Really, there is just 2 tournaments. If we go by Dragon Ball Z, which there's a filler tournament where Goku's in the other world. But if we're going like with canon, it's the Cell games, which was
yeah, that's
just like one at a time, fight this guy.
that's basically what the Cell Games was.
So, wasn't really a tournament.
Yeah.
But eventually we'll get to Dragon Ball Super and the tournaments that happen in that.
Which were 2.
I count the baseball game that happened as a filler episode.
You
I
count?
that.
You count the baseball game as a tournament?
Well, yeah, it's 2 teams pinned against each other for dominance. Not to mention, baseball season's coming up, man.
I mean, fair enough.
So, like, we might as well talk baseball.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so we're hoping to be talking about martial arts in anime this month. And I'm hoping, we're trying to work something to where we're going to commentate and as well a voiceover a match of some kind. It's going to have to be a short one to avoid
Copyright.
Copyright infringement laws.
I don't want to do that.
The only thing I fear 2 things. Infringing on copyrights and the IRS.
The IRS.
The IRS. I mean, even the Joker wouldn't touch them.
But I'm crazy enough to go against Batman, but the IRS?
No,
Oh, thank
thank
you.
But I hope you guys enjoy this. And let us know any matches that happen in Dragon Ball. Alright, Dragon Ball. That you guys would think would be a good what if.
Yeah.
Alright, even if it's like, something that happened early on with Kid Goku.
Yeah.
It's like, what if he faced him or her.
Because we could probably make like a 2-hour episode just talking about what ifs.
Ain't that the truth?
So I'm just
And unfortunately, we just don't got that time.
yes.
And here we are at 40 minutes. So,
So we need to wrap it up.
yeah, let's wrap it up now. So this has been the Brood Badger.
With Shinnok blasting off again.